The group is modify. So draw is a tool for us to draw. So this draw group will be used often. As for modify, it's for editing, and this is also used frequently. So these two are the most important ones that we need to master later. Modify is for editing. Here there are move, copy, stretch, rotate, mirror, scale, trim, fillet, array, and so on. Move is for shifting objects, moving objects. For example, whenever we want to execute a command on an object, we always click the object first. Actually, there are several ways to do it faster. You can give the command first, or you can click the object first. But clicking the object first is a quicker step. At the very least, it's one step faster. For example, I want to precisely move this particular ellipse object. If I carefully click on the line, only the outer outline will actually move, which is not what I intend. The arc doesn't move along. Click the object, click, move, then click the object again. So move the mouse to the right and then click, and it will move. Conversely, if I carefully click this particular ellipse, then click to initiate the move command, click once again to confirm, and then gently drag it over to the left side. Just like that. To move an object, if you want to shift it by a certain distance, you just need to add the distance. Click the object, click move, then click the object again. Move the mouse, for example, to the right or to the left. If you want to move it to the left, you have to drag it to the left and enter the value. For example, shift it by 15,000 for instance. So it will move from its original point by 15,000 units. That's how you move using a specific distance. Next, I'll delete this first item since the entire screen is full. Then Ctrl-A, delete all of it. Copy, I will make something first to be copied, for example, a simple shape. For copying, the principle is the same as move. Click the object, click copy. Then click the object again. You just place it wherever you want to copy it, like that. It's very easy, right? If you want to copy with a specific distance, it's the same as move earlier. Click the object, click copy, then click the object again. Then drag it so you decide in which direction to copy it, up, down, left, or right. After you've set the direction, then enter the distance. For example, 14,000 for now. I will shift it by 14,000, copying with a distance of 14,000. Then let's continue our discussion with the stretch command. The stretch command is specifically utilized to either lengthen or shorten an existing object within the design environment, but only a part of it. For example, like this, let's use a rectangle. For instance, this is a rectangle object. I'm going to make it longer. You have to select it from the right side. For example, from the bottom right here upwards, but only select part of it, like this. Then stretch it. Click stretch, then click the left end here. Then pull it to the right. It will get longer. This applies whether you stretch it down to the right or upwards. Let me repeat. For example, I stretch it downward. First, click on the desired object to select it. Then click on the stretch function from the available options. After that, make sure to select the specific object you wish to modify. Finally, click on the block located at the bottom right of your screen in order to proceed with the operation. Like this. Then press enter. After pressing enter, then click and drag. If not, it means you did something wrong. Click stretch, click the object, then press enter. Or you can block it first. Click block, then click stretch. This can be done directly. That's how you stretch. like this. Stretch, block halfway, enter. Click and drag. Let's continue with the rotate function. Rotate is primarily used to turn an object. Click the object you want to rotate. Click the object, then click rotate. Determine the rotation axis point. It can be at the left end, top, or bottom. It depends on your needs. For example, here I click on a certain part. Now it asks you to enter the angle. What angle do you want? If not, you can just click directly to set the angle. This is rotate. Click the object, then click rotate. Click the object again, then turn it. Just like that. Rotate. Next, there's mirror. Mirror is used to copy. To copy, but in a mirrored position. Just the position. Like when we look in a mirror, it's reversed. For example, we click the object, then click mirror. Click a point. The axis or the reference point, we rotate it like this. This is 270 degrees of rotation. Click. Enter. Here, there's a command to erase the source object. There's an, if it's in, it means no. It means the source is not deleted. If you want the source to be deleted, when you press enter, for example, N, just press enter directly. It will mirror and copy with the position reversed. If you want to mirror both again, select all the ones at the back first, then click mirror again. For example, here, reference point, click, rotate, 180 degrees of rotation, click, enter. That's how you do it. For modify, there's also trim. Trim is something you'll use often later. Trim is for cutting. So when we draw, we'll often be cutting objects. For example, I'll draw a line here first, any random line. I want to remove the line inside here. The way is to click trim. Click the boundary first. The boundary. Click on both the right and left sides. After that, press enter. Press enter again. Enter. Then finally click on the part you want to remove. This part here, I want to remove. Click. It disappears immediately. To exit the command, you can press enter. You can also press spacebar or escape. Spacebar. Let's try again. Click trim. Click the boundary. Then press enter. Then remove the line. Click on the part. Exit again. Trim again, and so on. Every time there are intersecting lines, you can trim them. Below the trim option, there's something called extend. Extend is the opposite of trim. If trim is for cutting, extend is for lengthening a line. So the fundamental requirement is that there absolutely must be a distinct line to extend, and crucially a clearly defined boundary line. For instance, consider this particular line right here as a perfect example. I just want to extend this line right up to this point here. First, click extend. Then click the boundary. Click, press enter. Finish with enter. Click the line you want to extend. It will stop here. If I click again, it will extend further. Click. As long as there's a boundary, it will keep extending. That's how you use extend. Let's continue with fillet. There's fillet and there's chamfer. Fillet is used to create curved lines. It's for making the meeting angle rounded. For example, if you don't want it to be sharp, you can use fillet, it's called. Click the fillet. Click both lines. Then enter the radius value. So do you want to use a radius or do you want to use a polyline, for example, a radius? Click the radius. Type, how much is the curve? 1000, for example. Enter. We just click on both lines. She curved it a lot. 1000. So it's like this, huh? How exactly fillet works? Chamfer is the same. It's just that the angle becomes a slanted line. Here's an example. Click chamfer, then select distance. That means we enter the distance. The distance from this end to one of the lines, and the distance from this end to the other line. For example, 500. Enter. The other line, for example, 300. Enter. Now we click. Click the first line. Click the second line, like this. So earlier we used 300 and 500. If you want them to be the same, that means we enter the same value, 500, for example, like that. Chamfer. There's one more here in modify. Yes, that's it. Array. Array is for duplicating many objects. This one is very practical. You can make a lot, there's no limit. For example, if we want to make identical objects, usually if you want to make a lot of chairs, you can use array for this. Let me try, for example, rectangle. Draw a box, a square. Click array. Which one do you choose? The polar array, or rectangular array, or path array. Let's try the rectangular one first. Click the object, enter. It will automatically and dynamically become 4 distinct columns and 3 organized rows. 4 rows and 4 columns. If you want to change it, just modify it. How many columns do you want? For example, 9. Enter. It will automatically become exactly 9 o'clock. Whoa. If the screen can't be minimized, always use zoom all, okay? Say enter. I'll enter. Like this. Now you can scroll to make it smaller. So the number to the right is now there. If you want to edit, just click here. Click. So what appears is the columns are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is correct. The rows are 3. For example, 7.5. 5, enter. Now it's 5 and 9. There's also between. This is how to adjust between columns. Let's make it smaller, for example. 1000. You want it to be tight? Too tight. Try 1500. Like this. That's how to use the array. A rectangular array. For example, a polar array. Polar array. So you need to have one object first for us to array. Click polar array. Click the object. Enter. For the center, we need to click here. A specific center point of array. Click the center here. Once done, press enter. Then we edit it. How many items? These items here. For example, 5. Press enter. It will become 5. The items here. For example, 3. Enter. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 here. Then there are 3 branches. So the rows are 5. The items are 3. We can also change the angle. Just like that. This is the base point. Once you're done, close the array. Path array. That's what a path array means. It follows the path that we create. For example, you want to make one. The path is like this. Then make a circle. This side is 1. We click the circle. We click the path array command. Then we click the path. Like this. This should be made into a polyline first. So it becomes 1 by 1. The way is we click from here, all of them. Then we join them. Here in Modify, there's a join command. We click the join command. Once we highlight it, it becomes a polyline. 1 by 1. Let's repeat that. Try making a new path array once again, carefully and precisely. On the circle. Then click the object. Click path array. Click the circle object again. Click the path. So the circles follow the path we've made. Press escape to exit. This one right down here. It is rarely used. Usually, the join command is typically used to combine multiple individual lines into a single continuous polyline.